This video clip covers lesson practice number 1 from set 1 from this section of the notes. And the instructions read, evaluate the expressions below. Now if you look at these expressions, they all contain pi. And we are going to use the second function of the caret button, which is located just above your division button. And if we look at our first problem here, it's just pi itself. So we'll just hit second caret to bring pi up onto our screen, hit enter. And this is the calculator's approximation of pi, because we know pi is an irrational number and these decimals will go on forever. And so I'll write this down in a second, but I'm going to do this 8 pi right here. Type in 8, hit second caret. So I have 8 pi appearing on my calculator screen, hit enter, and there's the approximation for this expression. So I'm going to copy down these two. 3.14159, 2654, and then this next one is 25.132, 74123. So go ahead and finish lesson practice number 1 and complete lesson practice number 2. This video clip is going to focus on lesson practice number 1 from set 2 from this section of the notes. And the instructions read, calculate the area equals pi r squared, and circumference is equal to pi d for each circle below. So before we even start plugging things into our calculator, let's write out our formulas here and show our work. So let's do area first of this circle over here. So area is equal to pi r squared. Our radius to this circle is 4. So we'll just plug that in. Area equals pi, and then we have 4 squared. So I'm going to stop there because the next thing that I will do is I will plug this into my calculator and get the approximation for that. But let's go ahead and show the work for circumference first. Circumference is going to equal pi d. Now the diameter of this circle is double the length of the radius. So if my radius is 4, my diameter is 8. And then I will plug this into my calculator too. So let's do area first. Let's type in second pi, or second caret button, which brings up pi, and then put in our parentheses 4. And then let's use our x squared button. So it's pi 4 squared, like we have right here. Hit enter. And this is the approximation for the area of this circle. Now let's do the approximation for the circumference. Second caret to bring up the pi, parentheses, and type in the 8. Hit enter. And now this is the approximation for the perimeter, or the circumference of the circle. So let's write those down right now. So the area is equal to 50.26548.246. And then the circumference is equal to 25.13274.123. So go ahead, finish the rest of lesson practice number 1 and complete lesson practice number 2. And just be careful. On some of these circles, I give you the radius, like we did over here. But on this next circle, I gave you the diameter. So just make sure you're aware of what you're dealing with before you start plugging in numbers for the radius and diameters in your formula.